It's on, Nobbins. Shut the hell up. Tell the people to like the video. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to another stream. Ladies and gentlemen, one of your favorite streams to watch on This is Football. Your daily transfer news. Yo. Calm down. Daily transfer news with Hussam. You get me, guys? It is so hot. It is so hot in Jordan. It's about 40 degrees Celsius. You can see my face is turning all different colors and stuff. You guys are lucky I'm not wearing the tank top today. If I was topless today, it would be okay. That's how hot it is. Big up to every single one of you guys. Please do make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This is Football if you're ready to do so. Big up to every single one of you absolutely iconic, incredible human beings. Thank you guys so much for consistently supporting this channel. These videos have been hitting 4K, 5K views minimum every single time. So I appreciate the love. And it's just me talking. Ain't no panel, ain't no nothing. We have a panel show later. We've got Don coming on. We've got Dio coming on. We have big plans tonight at 9:30 p.m. UK time. This is you watching us. I want you to hit this X button, hit this like button right here, right now. Every single one of you, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to This is Football if you're ready to do so. Please, right here, right now, hit the like button, subscribe to This is Football, and keep getting involved in the chat. Your opinions matter. They matter, and I want to hear your opinions. So keep getting involved. Big up to Wolves FI, who just got dunked on. Bet Hussam is on time. I was 2 minutes late. Hold that. So that's considered on time, even from a professional level. When I was 2 minutes late to my work, they consider that on time. So you can hold that. First of all, guys, there's an update I want to provide to the people. There is an update I want to provide to the people before I even get to the transfer news. Before I even start on the transfer news, before I say anything about transfers, there's an update I want to provide. And the update is the following. It's the Hussam Grizz Khan update. So, guys, there is something that has nothing to do with football, has nothing to do with the football pitch, and that's the Hussam Grizz Khan update. The Hussam Grizz beef is over. He messaged me on WhatsApp. We had a conversation. We spoke. He admitted that obviously he indirected me back then from 2 years ago in the transfer window, and he was like, "Listen, I'm going to Hajj, and I don't want anyone to have any sort of like bad feelings towards me, and I ask you to forgive me for doing that." And I apologized back for my over the top reaction, because I went live obviously and I kind of cussed him out and cussed out the people who go on his channel and stuff like that. So me and Grizz are no longer beefing. Me and Grizz are now good, 100%. There is nothing negative to say about the guy. I'm not going to say any bad word about the guy at all. We spoke. We are 100% good, and I apologize publicly as well for kind of my over-the-top reaction, where I, insulted him two years ago, and the people that go on his channel. So I have mended everything with Grizz. He reached out to me. We spoke. We're good. There is no beef anymore. Alhamdulillah. We move forward. I've apologized to him. He's apologized to me, and now we can move on. So, yeah, big up, Grizz. No more beef. My brother, my big brother. Big up to him. Good luck to him on his journey on YouTube. And I hope Allah accepts your Hajj. And, you know, we just handled it like grown men. He reached out to me and him spoke, and that's it. And Alhamdulillah, khalas, we are now good, and all has been sorted. So yeah, big up to all of you guys. Big up to my guy ELCNU, who says big up Hussam and everyone in the chat. Yes, sir. Big up to you, ELCN. Big up to you, ELCN. Make sure you guys are liking to the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Aaron is already asking if we'll collaborate. I don't know, brother. I don't know. It's a bit too soon. And he has Hajj currently, so he'll be probably gone for 10-15 days. So may Allah accept his Hajj. May Allah accept his prayers. May Allah accept, you know, all his good deeds and forgive me and him, you know, and make us both in Jannah, inshallah. So yeah, big up to you, Aaron. Collabs and stuff like this, push that to the side. That's less important now than just there's two Muslim brothers who both support Liverpool, who had beef because of a Liverpool transfer window, and now it's been squashed. So khalas, me and Grizz are now good. I apologize to him publicly, and I've apologized to him privately, and so has he. So we are all good, you get me? So alhamdulillah, it's better this way. Big up to you, ELCN. So yes, as I said, guys, hit the like button. As I said, subscribe to This Is Football if you're ready to do so. And guys, as per usual, on the Daily Transfer News Show, you guys get to decide. On your screen is the 4 topics today, and you get to decide who do we start with. One word and one word answers only. You know what I hate? I hate life stories. I hate paragraphs. I hate people who give me 500-word essays when we're talking about the topic. Tell me who you want me to start with. On your screen, one word answer, please. Bruno Guimaraes, De Zerbi, Branthwaite, or Olise. You decide. The one name that I see the most in the chat, I will start with. So hit the like button, subscribe, and drop me one name right now. Every single one of you, I want to see one name in the chat. Damn, you guys want to start with Olise, most of you? Y'all want to start with Olise, dog? Yo, so many people are saying Olise. That's the one topic that everyone gets excited for. Okay, fair enough. So we will be starting with Michael Olise. You get me? Because stuff with Olise has calmed down a little bit. If you guys realize, you know, probably in the first 2-3 days of the transfer window, whether it's Olise to Chelsea, whether it's Olise to Man United, it was kind of like every 2 hours it seemed like someone was tweeting an update, someone was tweeting something, someone was telling us Olise is going here, Olise is going there, blah blah blah. Cody, record that whole segment and send it to me, please. You know, Olise is going to Man United. Oh, Olise is going to Chelsea. Oh, Olise is going here. Olise is going there. And to be fair, over the last 3-4 days, it's been the complete opposite. We haven't heard a single bit of Olise news. We haven't heard, you know, a single thing about Michael Olise, where he's going, where he's gone, which club he's choosing. We've heard nothing about the guy. We've heard absolutely nothing, nada about the guy. Not a single word. You get me? So, like, it's just things have died down a little bit from Olise's perspective, because we ain't heard any bit of news. We ain't heard anything like that, you know. So that's what I say. So we haven't heard any single bit of Olise news, and this is why I actually included him on today's thumbnail, because I feel like obviously Chelsea has hired Enzo Maresca. They signed Tosin Adarabioyo, but all the other clubs ain't really signed anyone. Man City ain't signed anyone. Man United ain't signed anyone. Liverpool, Spurs are actually heating up a little bit, low key. Spurs are heating up a little bit. That's what I say. So Spurs are heating up, you know, and they're awake right now. So one thing I would say about Spurs is maybe they could make a move or two in the next like week or so. But anyway, obviously with Olise, the following is happening. Manchester United want him, Chelsea want him, and both clubs he would start for. And obviously, City fans hate me to the point where they will just deny what I say is true, even when it's crystal clear true. I said City haven't signed anyone. Fraser's response is, we signed Ortega on a new contract. Ortega was a part of Man City already, you stupid bastard. It does not mean you signed him. It's a new contract. That's not called you signing someone. It's a new contract. You 115 bastard. These guys hate me so much, bro. They would just deny it. Basic logic, I'm saying. Oh, we give Ortega a new contract. Okay, congratulations. That's not signing someone. Anyway, back to the topic. So, with with the Olise situation, obviously Chelsea, Man United is a conversation where certain people might think shall he go to Chelsea, shall he go to Man United, which club should he choose, all that type of stuff. And it's a valid question, and it's a fair question, and all of that stuff. So it's valid, it's fair, it's something that you could bring up in a conversation, which I understand, because should he sign for City? Should he sign for Chelsea? It's a convo. It's a convo. Where should he sign for? All that type of stuff. I get it, bro. I understand. It's a conversation. However, my logic has always been Olise starts for every single club in this Premier League. He starts for every single club in the Premier League. And I'm just looking at Olise and his talent level and the levels he played at. I'll be honest with you. I think Olise should just wait. If Liverpool come in for him, if Arsenal come in for him, if City comes in for him, because he starts for all our clubs. He starts for Liverpool on the right, and then you put Salah down the middle, problem solved. He starts for City on the right because who's his competition? A midfielder or Doku, Grealish, whoever. That's not competition. Arsenal, same thing. He starts for Arsenal. That's just the reality of the situation. So when you look at the position of when you look at the position that Olise is in, he's a player that starts for every single club in the Premier League. So why on earth shall he make a move? Why shall he make a move? Yeah, 100%. You just move Saka to the left. That's it. It's as simple as that. But Olise's talent level forces him into all the starting 11s. That's just the reality. So you'd go Olise on the right, Saka on the left, maybe Trossard down the middle, Sesko down the middle, Havertz down the middle, whatever, and it works. Same at Liverpool. I'm moving Salah down the middle to put Olise on the right. Appreciate you, Alex. So if I'm Olise, I'm not saying yes to Chelsea's offer. I'm not saying yes to United's offer. I'm calling the three big clubs and I'm asking, do any of you want me? Are you guys going to make a bid for me? Are you guys interested type stuff? And if they are interested and if they do want to do business with me, I'll wait because I'm Michael Olise. And here's the thing. And here's the thing when it comes to Olise. Nobbins said it earlier on. The one bad thing about Chelsea is the following. And I agree with Nobbins 100%. The way that Maresca plays football, if you put Olise on the right and Palmer on the 10, Palmer will end up drifting to the right and him and Olise will occupy the same exact spaces. And then you've got a right back of either Gusto or Reece James. So that right-hand side will be a traffic jam area, basically. And this is where it's a problem, to be honest with you. So I'm looking at Olise and his fit. In terms of fit, by the way, Man United, he fits like a glove. He goes there, he just starts right wing and done. Problem solved. No conversations to be had. No issues. Game set and match. Everyone's happy. Everyone just moves on, So he starts on the right-hand side without any issues, without any conversations. That's why United, just if we're talking purely fit, purely just like starting for a club, he goes to Man United, he starts right wing, khalas, simple. But for me, I would take Olise at Liverpool. I think City fans should take him at Chelsea. That guy is quality. He's quality personified. He's a fantastic playmaker. He's a fantastic dribbler. He has good finishing ability. And I think if you give Olise the chance to shine at a big club, he can shine. He can shine at a big club. He can make it at that level because he's not someone that I think doesn't have the minerals or can't cook or whatever it is. I mean, what's stopping Olise from getting 15 assists just from creating for Erling Haaland? What's stopping Olise from getting 15 assists just from creating for Mo Salah, etc.? He's that level. Now, the thing is from Crystal Palace's perspective, because you always need to talk about the selling club a little bit as well. So we have to unpack this whole Olise situation. You look at the selling club, aka Crystal Palace. You've got Olise, you've got Eze. Those are your two kind of superstar players, if you would like. Eze is being looked at by Spurs and being looked at by Manchester City. And Eze is another person that probably starts, for a lot of Premier League teams, You could even argue Eze starts for us in midfield or whatever. So, Eze is the type of guy that also will make a positive impact wherever he goes. But now from a Crystal Palace perspective, are Crystal Palace going to sell both? This here is the $1 million question. Is Crystal Palace going to sign Michael Olise and sell Michael Olise and Eze together? Who do you sell? Who do you sell? Because you've got to make a decision. You've got to make a decision. Now, the problem from Palace's perspective is they both have a release clause. They both have a release clause. So they might be forced to sell. This is now where you have to open up the can of worms. So they might be forced to sell. I believe the Olise release clause is 60 or 65, and it's the same exact one with Eze, 60, 65. Now we have to credit clubs like Crystal Palace because they identified Glasner. Glasner came in, played really good football, got them a couple of good results, here and there, even beat Liverpool at Anfield. And they went from Crystal Palace aren't safe to Crystal Palace finishing in mid-table. So obviously he took them over the edge. Big up to you, John. So obviously he took them over the edge. So there's a level where I go like Crystal Palace could still survive because they'd just go ahead and find the next gem. They'd go find the next right winger and the next midfielder, the next left winger, the next playmaker. Now, I'll say this from a fit perspective, and I'll speak about two. And this is where, people say, I have an agenda and all this crap. I don't have an agenda. From a fit perspective, Eze, 100 million% fits Manchester City like a glove. No one in the whole world can convince me that the best fit for Eze is not City. By far, in the whole league, the best fit for Eze is Manchester City by far. By far, the best fit for Eze is Manchester City. Literally by far. And it's not even a question. Because he's sort of that hybrid midfielder winger who could play in an 8, who could play in a 10, who could play left wing, who could do this, who could do that. He's kind of that hybrid player, like a Foden, like a Bernardo Silva, who keeps the ball really well, and it has very good technique. So he would fit Manchester City like a glove. And I look at Eze and I go like, listen, don't ruin your career, brother. Don't go to Spurs. Because you're just going to look at your trophy cabinet and it's going to be empty. Don't make that move, brother. Don't make that move. At least Liverpool in their bad era win a Carabao Cup here and there, an FA Cup here and there. Same with United, same with Arsenal, blah, blah, blah. Do not go to Spurs. Please do not go to Spurs and ruin your career. And I look at Olise and I say the same thing. Why does Olise have to choose either Chelsea or Man United? Why? Why does Olise leave all the options in the league and he has to select Chelsea or Manchester United? Why? That's the one that I just don't understand. Darren, I take both at Liverpool. 100%. 100% I take both at Liverpool. Why not? Make up to you, Will. But if you're Olise, and listen, Chelsea fans always say I have an agenda and all this. There you are. There you are, because he's a United fan. Time to shit on John Wick's point. Raheem Sterling is a Man United fan. He's played for Liverpool, City, and Chelsea. Kevin De Bruyne is a Liverpool fan. He's played for Manchester City. Gvardiol is a Liverpool fan. He's played for Manchester City. Jamie Carragher is an Everton fan. He played for Liverpool. You want me to keep going? Bro, they treat this as a job. They don't care who he supports, who he doesn't support growing up. You need to understand this. Oh my God, he grew up supporting Club X. Yeah, no one cares. Are you telling me Bernardo Silva grew up supporting City? Of course he didn't. Neither did De Bruyne, neither did Rodri, neither did any of these players. I mean, Rodri's already spoken in high terms of Liverpool 100 times. So it doesn't matter who the guy supports. Stop being dumb. There are so many players who grew up supporting Liverpool, but because we were trash in the 90s and the 2000s, a lot of them didn't sign for us. So all this grew up supporting stuff doesn't mean anything. It's 2024, guys. Get with the memo. Him supporting a football club doesn't change anything. Now, back to Olise. People say it's an agenda, this is an agenda, that. I'll be honest with you. If I'm Olise, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I don't have to make a decision now. Why does Michael Olise now, this very second, has to go like, I'm going to go to Chelsea, or I'm going to go to United, or I'm going to go to Team X, or I'm going to go to Team Y? Why does he have to make that decision? Says who he has to make that decision? Based on what exactly? Based on what exactly does the guy have to make that decision? I need an explanation. I mean, the transfer window theoretically on paper ain't even open yet. People can make signings, but the transfer window ain't quote unquote open yet. And Olise can have the pickings of all the Premier League clubs to pick from. I mean, Olise starts at all 19 clubs, Arsenal included, Liverpool included. I mean, we have Mo Salah. I'd move him down the middle, play Olise on the right. Arsenal have Saka. I'd move Saka to the left wing and I'd play Olise on the right. It's no doubt in my mind. He starts at City as well. He starts everywhere. He's that talented for me. I really like Olise. I really love watching the guy. I think he's an unbelievable talent. And I think he could really, take himself to the next level. Because let's be honest, who's more attractive? Arsenal, Liverpool, and City, or Chelsea and Man United? Let's be for real, guys. Like, no, he does start for Arsenal, Nobbins. Saka on the left, Olise on the right. By the way, I'm moving Mo Salah down the middle. Same thing. It's the same thing. So, like, the guy's just starting everywhere. So, for me, I look at these clubs, and I think these clubs are obviously more attractive than Chelsea, obviously more attractive than Man United. So Olise has to make a smart decision for his future, for his family, for whatever he's doing. Like, he need to make a smart decision for his future. Because here's the negative. If Olise signs for Man United, he is going to be signing a long-term contract. And if he signs to Chelsea, he's going to be also signing a long-term contract. So Olise, essentially, his next move is going to be the move. Unless, like, after that, he goes to, like, AC Milan or whatever. Like, just saying, because his next career move is like, that's it. Like, so it's just whatever career move he does is going to be it. Now, there is one thing, and this is what pisses me off about, dealing with Chelsea in the transfer market. There's this bastard by the name of Joe Shields. Every single youngster who ever stepped foot in an English academy, this Joe Shields guy, he knows him, he knows his mom, he knows his dad, he knows his whole family. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. You're sat there playing Uno and someone's like, +4, Joe Shields, +4, Joe Shields, +4, Joe Shields, every time. Oh, Joe Shields spoke to Lavia. Oh, Joe Shields spoke to Caicedo. Oh, Joe Shields spoke to Don Hussam Sticks. Joe Shields spoke to Nobbins. I don't know who this guy is. Out of nowhere, Joe Shields. Every single time. You're just sat there peacefully trying to have a transfer conversation. You've convinced the whole world that Liverpool are more attractive than Chelsea. Joe Shields picks up the phone. He speaks to bloody Lavia, and suddenly Lavia chooses to go to Chelsea. It's just how it goes. So this Joe Shields guy, apparently he worked like at some sort of like big academies across the country and all that shit, and he just knows all these kids, and he knows all of these he coached all these kids and shit. So yeah, big up Joe Shields. Oh, Joe Shields. So fraudulent. But anyway, if Joe Shields picks up the phone and speaks to Michael Olise, maybe he is tempted to make the Chelsea move. But me personally, and this is where I'm going to shock the whole world, if Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal do not want me, I'm going to Manchester United. I'm going to Manchester United. And I'll tell you why. I've said this before and I will double down. I trust Omar Barada, Dan Ashworth, Jason Wilcox, INEOS 100 million times more than I trust Win Stanley and Stewart. 100%. 100 million%. I trust them more. Think about this objectively. Think about this logically. I have a structure that has turned Chelsea into Brighton 2.0. And I have a structure that's rebuilt Manchester United, and I'm trying to rebuild them into the right direction. If I'm Olise and my decision is either Man United or Chelsea, I'm going Man United. And also at Man United, I'm guaranteed starter. At Man United, I go there, I start. If I'm Olise, I wait first to see who Man United hire as manager. I accept that. But if I'm Olise, I go to Manchester United directly because I'm guaranteed starter on that right-hand slot. And I can be the guy, and people know the United PR, I can be the guy that kind of takes Man United back to the top, and I believe myself and I back myself and I'm him type stuff. And if I'm Olise, I do that. Why do people never consider that? Why do people never consider that? If you're Olise, why on earth would you say no? Why on earth would you say no to Manchester United? I mean, De Zerbi, who we're going to come to in a second, he's also on the background of the stream. De Zerbi, who we're going to come to in a second, is being linked to a move with Manchester United. If he goes to Manchester United, De Zerbi that is, and I put Olise on the right-hand side, bro, we cooking. Like, that's what he'll think in his mind. So here's the thing. Kimmich, I think I just said he starts for everyone in the Premier League. I just think him and Palmer will end up occupying the same spaces. So, the Chelsea structure, the Winstanleys and the Stewarts and all these idiots, I don't think they have Chelsea in the right direction. Now everything changes. This is where I have my own +4 Uno card. Everything changes if Manchester United hire Gareth Southgate. If Manchester United hire Gareth Southgate, everything I've just said, take it and throw it in the dustbin. If Man United hire Gareth Southgate, it's done. It's finito. If Man United hire Gareth Southgate, then Omar Barada and Jason Wilcox and Dan Ashworth, you're delusional. You're delusional. If they get Gareth Southgate, yeah, their club is done out here. Yeah, their club is done out here. Their club is done out here. I'm just gonna say it as it is. You start putting names out there like Gareth Southgate and shit. Yeah, you're finito, brother. You are finito. And speaking of, I do want to move on topic to. Can I stop lagging? And I do want to move on topic to Roberto De Zerbi. You get me? That's the next topic, which is the Manchester United manager. Big up to 600 people tuned in. This is your daily transfer news stream with Hussam, guys. I know you're bored. I know it's the international break. It's the summer. Ain't no football on. You're just sat there. I don't know what I should do. Should I watch Jordan and Tajikistan to support Hussam? You watch Jordan, Tajikistan. We beat them 3-0. We qualified to the next round. We celebrated. But now you're bored. You ain't got nothing to do. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're ready to do so. Big up to ELC and Wolves FI for the super chats. Big up to every single super chatter who always supports the channel. All the people who have always shown us nothing but love and support. All the people who have sent in £1, £2, £3, £5, £10, 20, 30, whatever it is. Big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing. And remember, we will be back, inshallah, tonight at 9:30 as well. I've got Don coming on. I've got Dio coming on. And I'm trying to find a United fan, but they all in hiding. They're hiding. You get me? So like, share, comment, subscribe. So I done all that. And we went from 150 likes to 160 likes. You frauds. You frauds. Let's get 200 likes. Yalla. X like right now. I gave a whole speech thanking people, and we just went up by 10 likes. You frauds. 200 likes now. Yalla. I know there's 30 of you who haven't subscribed, 30 of you haven't liked. Yalla. Like the video. So, next topic. Roberto De Zerbi. There you are. Nawaf is insulting me in Arabic, and I think you're so rude, Nawaf. Roberto De Zerbi. I should be good now. Roberto De Zerbi. You get me? I should be good now. Roberto De Zerbi. What do you guys want to talk about when it comes to De Zerbi? Because apparently, according to, I believe, I don't know why, the De Zerbi thing is coming out from a French magazine. Like, I don't know how this makes sense. I don't know how this is a thing. I don't know how we can sit up here and pretend that it's a thing. I don't know how we can act like, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. They've already discussed Thomas Tuchel. They've discussed De Zerbi. They've discussed all this. The source of this information is a French journalist, a French newspaper, sorry, Le Ten Sport. Le Ten Sport. شوف نواف كيف حركاتك بدل ما تدعم أخوك شوف كيف تحكي ظبط النت شوف سبحان الله. Anyway, De Zerbi. I want to ask everyone in the chat something. And this is where, on the Daily Transfer News show, we're very interactive. We're very interactive. Is De Zerbi a good manager or a bad manager? Write me one-word answers. Life stories are not welcome. One-word answers, please. Is he a good manager or a bad manager? That's what I want to hear. I just want to hear good, bad. Where do you guys sit with De Zerbi? De Zerbi is such a polarizing figure, where we all sit here and people either think he's incredible or people think he's crap. There is no in the middle. Like, it's just, see how many bads and how many goods? Compare that to average. Compare that to all right. Look at the rest of the chat. Yalla, keep writing one-word answers right now. Is he good? Is he bad? Is he average or mid? Which one? Choose one. Borderline good. Peter Jenkins, speak of sitting on fences. Good, not good, good, bad, 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 good but not elite, proper crap, average, decent. Polarizing is not what I'm looking for because we already know that. Mid, decent, just above average. Can you switch on, you piece of garbage? Do you think he's the man who is ready to take Manchester United to the next level? Does Roberto De Zerbi fill you enough with enough confidence for you to sit here and go like, De Zerbi to Manchester United, we're going to take the club to the next level? Is he going to be the guy that revitalizes everything at Manchester United? Will he be that guy? Will he be the guy to take Man United over the line, to take Man United over the edge, to take Man United over the limit? And is Roberto De Zerbi better than Ten Hag? Is Roberto De Zerbi so much better than Ten Hag, so much better than Ten Hag, that it guarantees getting rid of Ten Hag? Who's the better manager in the chat? One word answer. De Zerbi, Ten Hag. Tell me. Who do you think is the better manager? One word answers. De Zerbi, Ten Hag right now in the chat. Who's a better manager? There's no ability for managers, Cody. We've got De Zerbi first answer. Ten Hag, Ten Hag, Ten Hag, Ten Hag, Ten Hag. For all the people saying De Zerbi, I ask you a question. What makes De Zerbi so much better than Ten Hag? I mean, De Zerbi went to Brighton. Yeah, they did sell their best players, but that same thing happened to Graham Potter. Graham Potter finished above him in his last year compared to where De Zerbi was. De Zerbi ended up finishing in 11th place. There's also, maybe the one thing I'll say about De Zerbi is he has like aura and charisma. Not quite sure that really helps him. Not really quite sure that really helps him take that to the next level. And I've always been the type of guy who is sympathizing with Ten Hag inners, and it's not for agenda purposes, it's for replacement purposes. Which replacement is levels? Which replacement is levels above Ten Hag, where you can unite a whole fan base and going like, yes, get me manager X? Like, who is it? Like, who's the one manager that you look at and go like, this manager is so much better than Erik Ten Hag? Like, I'll be honest with you, the way I'm looking at this Man United situation and how long they're waiting and how long they're not making a decision, it makes me think Zidane is not available. Stop it. Zidane is not available. It makes me think that all roads lead to Southgate. And by the way, people know when I'm bantering, people know when I'm being serious. I'm keeping a straight face as I'm saying this. No agendas, no BS, no crap. What are Man United waiting for? Can I understand? Whether you're Ten Hag in or you're Ten Hag out, you should be asking yourself the question of, what are we waiting for? Because this is the thing that I just don't understand with Manchester United. It's not a player signing, it's a managerial hiring. Zidane's an upgrade on everyone in the league, Radlan Taranga, besides Pep. That's it. Like, that's the only thing. What are you waiting for? If you want to keep Ten Hag, come out publicly, tell the whole world we're going to keep Ten Hag. And if you're going to sack Ten Hag, just come out publicly and tell the whole world you're going to sack Ten Hag. Unless there's an even bigger problem than Southgate. Unless you're indecisive. If Manchester United are indecisive, this is way worse than anything, whether it's Ten Hag, whether it's De Zerbi, whether it's Southgate. If Man United are indecisive, that means that they have a lot of people disagreeing on the direction the club should head in. They are waiting on a miracle to come, 100%. Just saying. Whatever your feeling is about Manchester United, whether you like them, whether you hate them, whether you're Ten Hag in as a United fan, whether you're Ten Hag out as a United fan, I only ask, why aren't you asking for clarity? Clarity is very important because the direction your club is heading in is sort of very vague. And I can tell because you've been linked with every manager. You know who else you were linked with today? I don't know if you guys saw the links. You know who Man United were linked with today? Man United were linked with Terzic, the Dortmund manager. Man United today were linked to Terzic. I promise you, they were linked with Terzic. It just makes no sense. You're linked with Southgate, you're linked with Thomas Frank, you're linked with McKenna, you're linked with Terzic, you're linked with De Zerbi, you're linked with everyone. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying there needs to be a decision at Man United soon. Because if you want to keep Man United, might as well keep him. If you want to keep Ten Hag, might as well keep him. If not, then khalas. And I actually believe if Man United keep Ten Hag, it might not be that bad. If Man United keep Ten Hag, it might not be that bad, and I'll tell you why. If Ten Hag is a manager and simply nothing more than a manager, so if Ten Hag works at his job, and sorry, he's a head coach. If Ten Hag is just a head coach and nothing but a head coach, so if Ten Hag does his job at Manchester United as the head coach, and Omar Berrada and Jason Wilcox and these guys are making transfer decisions, why can't he outcoach the likes of De Zerbi and Southgate and everyone they're linked with? What makes everyone so sure that he ain't better than all of these guys? This is the thing that always has confused me. Act like De Zerbi is such a massive upgrade on Ten Hag. Yeah, but says who? Why? Or says who? Why? Because he plays good football. How many managers in the whole world play good football? So many of them. That's why I've been one of the few fans, and this is why the likes of John James are here watching every day. It's because I'm not here to waffle every day. Ten Hag has warranted a sack, if I'm being honest. But that does not mean that United fans should just sit up here and accept any of these meaty managers. What? None of these managers they're linked with is even better than Ten Hag to begin with. Ten Hag's won 2 trophies in 2 years. This season he was absolutely horrendous in the ring. That's why I'm saying he's done enough to warrant getting sacked. But the reality is, I'm not here to just waffle about Man United because I hate them as a club. I'm here to speak the truth. I ain't here to lie. I'm here to just say the reality of the situation. And truthfully, if I'm being truthful, I think if you give Ten Hag the tools to be the head coach and just the head coach and not make any transfer decisions, hey, low-key, he might cook. And speaking of him cooking, Branthwaite, that's the next topic we're going to talk about. Big up to ELCN, big up to Wolves F5, 520 people in here. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're ready to do so. Please, every single one of you guys right now, hit the like button, subscribe. I know there's about 20 of you who haven't subscribed yet. Please do subscribe. It helps the channel out. Make sure you guys are liking. And speaking of Branthwaite, this shows me that Manchester United are actually headed towards the right direction. I'll tell you now why. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to share screen because my laptop is lagging. So let me show you. Let me read it for you. Manchester United want Jarrad Branthwaite, but won't overpay if Everton seek a quick deal. The Toffees are looking for 75 million pounds and could look to sell him before June 30th. United have a number of other centre-backs on their list of targets, including Bremer and Tapsoba. And here's the thing, bro. You know, John W. Henry has one W moment in his whole career. That's when he tweeted, "What are they smoking over there at the Emirates?" I think Jim Ratcliffe and or someone like senior at Manchester United needs to tweet, "What are they smoking over there at Goodison?" Man said 75 million. 75 million pounds for Branthwaite. Are you mad? If Man United pay 75, and this is the thing now, because Chelsea fans always think I have an agenda against their club. If Jim Ratcliffe decides to pay 75 million for Branthwaite, Olise should go Chelsea directly, because then they haven't changed. Then they haven't changed the way, the direction they're headed in. Then they haven't changed any of that type of stuff. They haven't changed their direction. They haven't changed their energy. They haven't changed, you know, the way they're running the club. Man said 75 million pounds for Branthwaite. So if Branthwaite is worth 75 million pounds, how much is Saliba worth? 500 million? You could go buy a whole football club for 500 million. And said 75 million pounds for Branthwaite. This is actually insane. This is actually insane. Let me ask you guys a question in the chat right now. One word, and give me a number. Give me a number. How much is Branthwaite worth? How much is Branthwaite worth? Tell me. How much is Branthwaite worth? Give me a number. Give me a value. Give me something to work with. How much is Branthwaite worth? Give me a number. Most people are saying either 40 or 50. And you know what? I agree. Bro, he's worth 50, 40 max. And that's with the English tax. Bro, Branthwaite ain't worth no damn 75 million. 75 million. Are you mental? Are you actually dumb? 75 million. Who's going to pay 75 million for Jarrad Branthwaite? Everton can keep him at this point. Everton can keep him at this point because 75 million, you ain't get no one gonna buy him. No one is gonna buy Branthwaite for 75 million. I promise you all right now. Right here, right now, I'm making a promise that no one's gonna buy Branthwaite for 75 million pounds. It's just not gonna happen. What are Everton smoking exactly? What are they thinking? I have no idea. But all I'm gonna say is they ain't gonna sign they ain't gonna sell no Branthwaite for no 75 million pounds. It doesn't matter how many clean sheets Everton have, because when you have a Pickford conversation, they try to attribute that to Pickford. When you have a Sean Dyche conversation, they attribute that to Sean Dyche. You know, you could attribute that to 100 different things. You know, whoever the DM is for Everton. The reality is, Man United need to start moving in the smart direction and stop making dumbass decision and dumbass decision and dumbass decision. And this comes back to the Olise conversation at the start. If Olise sits back and sees them pay 75 million for Branthwaite, don't move there, bro. Because it means they haven't learned. Because it means they have not learned from their mistakes. They haven't learned from their mistakes. Bro, 75 million pounds, you could probably call Inter, get Bastoni. 75 million pounds, you could get some of the best defenders in world football. 75 million pounds, you could get so many good players for 75 million pounds. Why on earth would you spend that on Branthwaite? Like what? Make it make sense. Why would you spend that much money, bro? That much money on Branthwaite? But the one good thing is, you could see, as Man United are obviously talking about, you know, signing a centre back. The one thing that shows me Man United are probably heading in the right direction. I'll tell you what it is. What's showing me that. The one thing that's showing me that is the fact that they're saying, if Everton wants 75 million for Branthwaite, they can hold that. That's what Man United are saying. Man United are saying if Everton wants 75 million for Branthwaite, they can hold that, and we're going to go get Bremer or Todibo, which is smart business. And you know this Bremer guy. You see this Bremer guy, yeah? This Bremer guy, unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Whoever signs him, he'll be the steal of this window. Mark my words. Remember who done the most Bremer prop on the entirety of YouTube? Remember who did the most Bremer prop on the whole of YouTube? This guy. I did the most Bremer prop because I really think Bremer is unbelievable. I'm going to be so honest with you. I really think that. And now also another question. If we're talking about, Branthwaite being available for 75 million, if Branthwaite is 75 million, how much is Calafiori worth? How much is Calafiori worth? Tell me. If Branthwaite is 75, then what should they pay? 150 for Calafiori. This is why you need to have real conversations. This is why you cannot sit up here and waffle. Calafiori from Bologna. You're telling me Branthwaite 75 million. Are you having a laugh? That's just not normal. That's just not normal. So I think, look, Man United are headed in the right direction. We will wait to see what Ratcliffe and these guys are cooking. But for now, we have to just wait and see the direction that Manchester United are headed in. By the way, guys, I promise you it's not even my internet, it's my laptop. Here, I unplugged the charger. Maybe now it will be quicker. So, big up to all of you guys. There's still 530 people locked in. Big up to ELCN and Wolves FI for the super chat. Everyone, please hit the X button, hit the like button right here. Let's get to 300 likes as we're live. Please, let's get to 300 likes ASAP. Hit the like button, subscribe. I see all the mods pushing the likes and stuff. Big up to all of you guys. Big up to everyone who's showing us love. Big up to ELCN and Wolves FI as well for the super chats. Big up all the super chatters. Everyone who liked, everyone who subscribed. You guys are what the bloodline of this channel. You guys are what keep this channel going. So I appreciate you and love you all. So let's talk about Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno G. That's what we're here to talk about. This is the final topic of the day. Bruno Guimaraes. If you are in Bruno Guimaraes' place, would you move to Arsenal or would you move to City? Tell me. One club, one answer. Guys, am I still lagging or am I good now? Am I good or am I still lagging? Am I lagging or am I good? Sometimes I wonder what the old maids say. The way that shit is today. He'd probably say that everything is like happy. If I'm Bruno Guimaraes, you know where I'm going? I'm going to Arsenal. And it's Arsenal. Arsenal FC. That's where I'm going. You know what it is? People in the chat, obviously, they went for the direct, the easy answer. Oh my God, ask Declan Rice. Ask Declan Rice which club he's gone to. Ask Declan Rice. Directly. Just typical. I think Bruno Guimaraes starts right next to Declan Rice, makes a unstoppable double pivot, and if he wins, it means something. With all due respect, and I'm saying this respectfully. If Bruno Guimaraes goes to Manchester City and wins the league, wow, here you can have a cookie, Habibi. You won the league at Man City. Do you want a cookie? Doku won the league. Grealish won the league. What difference does it make? Does it make a difference to his legacy if he wins a league title at Manchester City? Does it make a difference to his life? Like, he'll be sat there, you know, as league champion. And I've always said this. Push Manchester City to the side. If I'm looking at the other 19 clubs in the Premier League, I would much rather be in Arsenal's position than anyone else's position. I would rather be in Arsenal's position over anyone else's position. And that's honestly what I'm saying. I'm actually being dead serious, chat. Man City, obviously, push them to the side because they're the champions. The other 19 clubs, the one club that's closest to beating Man City, it's so obvious it's Arsenal. It's so obvious it's Arsenal that's the closest club to beating Manchester City. It's so obvious. It's literally so obvious. Because you look at what Arteta's built over the last 3-4 years, and I've always said this to the Arteta outers. I've said, listen, none of the managers that you speak about are actually upgrades on Arteta. Like the Arteta, you know, upgrades are probably not even available. The likes of Zidane and etc. So, you know, obviously Arteta has built something at Arsenal Football Club, and Arteta could take, you know, Arsenal over the line. There's one or two missing pieces. And if you're Bruno Guimaraes as well, and you know, someone's got to say it, and it's going to be me who says it. If you're Bruno Guimaraes, you're looking at this hearing thing. You're looking at the 115 stuff. You're looking at this November thing. You're looking at City suing the Premier League. And that's just a kind of low-key, that's a messy situation. Why would you go to that messy situation and then play for 2 months? And then in November, you know, if they find City guilty, you end up getting relegated with them, you know, to League 2. And suddenly Bruno Guimaraes is playing away at Stockport County. And it just... Hey, I don't know, man. So November time, if Manchester City get the hearing, if you're Bruno Guimaraes, are you going to go there? And by the way, they haven't signed Pep's contract yet. You see how me and John James are on the same thing without even reading? Pep Guardiola hasn't signed a new contract yet. So there's only one competition for me. There's only one club where I would think about it. And I'll tell you who. Barcelona. Apparently, according to the reports, Bruno Guimaraes has a Barcelona clause in his contract. Guys, whether you guys like it or not, I know Barcelona are crap right now, but people in Brazil, people in Argentina, people in Colombia, in Paraguay, in Uruguay, in Chile, in Bolivia, people in South America, every single one of them grew up supporting either Real Madrid or Barcelona. Simple as. Every single one of them either grew up supporting Real Madrid or Barcelona. That's just the reality. What have I waffled about, Joe Shields? You're saying stop waffling, Arsenal fanboy. So you're telling me if Bruno goes to City and wins the league with them, will it matter? Think about this. Mo Salah has 1 league title. Kevin De Bruyne has about 5. If you ask the people who's the best player in the league over the last 6-7 years, people will probably rank Salah higher than De Bruyne, or even on his level, with 6 less league titles. You know why? The league title that Liverpool won actually meant something. The same way if Arsenal win, it'll actually mean something, like it'll have a meaning behind it. Because Arsenal didn't win the jackpot 15 years ago, and they built their club like newly. You know, it's different. Arsenal are a big club from before any of these things happened. So that's the difference. Big up to you, Joe, though. Of course, a Chelsea fan says I'm waffling because I rattle the whole Chelsea fan base. Joe Shields, next season, come back in December, $100 super chat apology when you're Maresca out. When you're Maresca out, apologize. Anyway, back to the topic. If Bruno Guimaraes wins something at Arsenal, it means something. It means something that has more meaning. The one competition they have is Barcelona, because it's a dream. It's a dream for any South American player to play for Barcelona, to play for Real Madrid. These are the clubs they grew up supporting. These are the clubs they grew up supporting. These are the clubs they grew up idolizing. The players that they all grew up watching from their countries all played for those two clubs. Now, Bruno Guimaraes' skill set, his attributes obviously are clear to see for everyone. You know, very good on the ball, work rate, defensively. You know, he's a complete player. The problem is, here's the thing. Newcastle don't need to sell anyone. Newcastle don't need to sell anyone. Please don't think Newcastle needs to sell anyone. Newcastle don't need to sell anyone. Newcastle good. Newcastle are good from like selling people perspective. They don't need to sell anyone. Newcastle do not need to sell anyone. So why would they sell Bruno Guimaraes, who's been like a pillar of their whole thing, like from start to finish? If I'm Arsenal, there's another player I'm signing. If I'm Arsenal, there's another player I'm signing. You know who? I'm calling Aston Villa, who need to sell players. And I'm going for Douglas Luiz. If you have a double pivot of Declan Rice and Douglas Luiz with Odegaard ahead of them, yeah, good luck to the other teams. Good luck, blood. Good luck. Good luck. Douglas Luiz. And all he costs is £50 million. I'm surprised that any of our clubs haven't gone in for him. At that price tag, £50 million is nothing. £50 million is nothing. That's just the reality. Big up to Aslan, who says, on Southgate, seems like you've fallen for the BS too. Orsin and Fabrizio have both said it's basically not him. So why would you believe the Sun, Mail, etc.? First of all, I don't believe the Sun. I only report what's being reported. Aslan, here's my thing. There's a difference between me believing and me reporting. The name of the show is the Daily Transfer News Show. So whatever is out there, I'm reporting it. Whatever news I hear, I'm reporting it. Whatever there is currently being said in the media, I'm going to be reporting it. Now, if it's true or not true, those are two different things. Now, the reality, Aslan, is the following. You have 4 or 5 different sources who have been talking about Southgate. I mean, yesterday's stream, I brought up 4 or 5 different sources who have all been talking about Gareth Southgate and the likeliness of Gareth Southgate and the possibility of Gareth Southgate and all that stuff. So, yeah, I'm just saying, Aslan, I'm not believing that it's 100% done. I'm not sat here going like, you know what, guys, Gareth Southgate to Man United is done and they're finished and all this. I'm not saying any of this. All I'm saying, Aslan, is it's a possibility. Do you deny as Aslan that it's a possibility? I dare you deny that it's a possibility right now. You can't. By the way, guys, we're literally just 20 likes away from 300. Let's get to 300 likes. Yalla. Everyone hit the like button. Everyone subscribe. Do you deny it's a possibility? Forget the fact that it might happen, it might not happen. Is it a possibility? Big up to Redline Tarango says Newcastle are among 6 clubs that need to sell, is what Redline Tarango says. Didn't Sky Sport already delete that or something? Someone was saying it earlier on in the chat. And on top of that, even if Newcastle need to sell, why on earth would they sell their second best asset? Also, if you're Arsenal, why on earth would you pay 80 million for Bruno Guimaraes or 100 million when you could just go get Douglas Luiz for 50? Aren't you seeing the latest reports about Douglas Luiz and Juventus? Bro, they're talking about swap deals. They're talking about Weston McKennie. They're talking about 50 million pounds. If I'm in Arsenal's position, I'm calling Villa right now. Give me Douglas Luiz. If I'm Arsenal, I'm signing Douglas Luiz directly. This very second, I'm signing Douglas Luiz. This very second, I'm signing Douglas Luiz. 50 million pounds. 50 million pounds. Douglas Luiz. That's like 15 million from 6 years ago. That's just the reality, Red Line Taranga. So even if they have to sell, big up as well for the super chats. Aslan, Red Line Taranga, even Joe, who hasn't answered yet. ELCN, Wolves FI. No, I haven't one-way reported because Aslan, if you actually see it properly, who's on the thumbnail? De Zerbi. And I've spoken about De Zerbi as well earlier on today. I've spoken about De Zerbi. You were here from the start, Aslan. I don't one-way report. I've been reporting everything. I've been telling you all news, basically. Whichever the sources, L'Equipe, French magazine, Sky Sports, Ornstein. Because the thing is, Aslan, you need to understand as well. I'll tell you something from a YouTube perspective. If my daily transfer news show was only based off of what Ornstein and Fabrizio says, then I won't have a daily transfer news show. Because there's nothing happening, to be honest. So we do have to squeeze the lemon a little bit. I mean, we have to give you content. I cannot promise the people content and then not deliver. I think I've only have one thumbnail with Southgate on it. I've already discussed Tuchel, I've discussed McCann, I've discussed a lot of managers that were linked to Man United. So I'm not at all trolling Man United or one-way reporting. I report everything. Now, when it comes to Douglas Luiz, I'm trolling. Douglas Luiz, Declan Rice, double pivot, and you think I'm trolling, Kevin? You think I'm trolling, Kevin? You're a fraud. You're a fraud. Okay, and Yazan and Aimat got an assist and a goal against Tajikistan. Your point? Do I care what he does for Uruguay? I don't care. I'm going to be supporting everyone against Uruguay, Colombia. Let's go, man. I think 50 million pounds, if you could get Douglas Luiz, bro, go for it. Go for it. 100% go for it. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say. I can't believe you guys think I'm trolling for saying Douglas Luiz. I ain't trolling. But with Bruno Guimaraes, I'll be honest with you. If I'm a football player right now looking at the City situation, I don't know. I don't know if I'm sat there really excited, you know, about signing for City given the position that they're in. I mean, obviously the stuff with the charges, obviously the stuff with the hearing, the stuff with that. I don't know, man. I know. I have a Mexican friend who told me the same thing as well. Basically, Mexico are ass. That's why Darwin Núñez scored the hat-trick. He tried his best to miss the second one as well. It's a hat-trick of Tappins, things he's been missing for us. But anyway, so yeah, this has been your daily transfer news show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Is anyone else live for me to redirect to him? Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Big up to Red Lion, Aslan, Joe, ELCN, Wolves FI for the super chats. I appreciate and love every single one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the love. Sad is live. Yalla, we'll redirect to Sad. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. It's been another day, another stream. Incredible stream as well. Here to talk about all these things. Thank you to every super chatter. Thank you to everyone who liked, everyone who subscribed, everyone who shared the videos. You guys are the bloodline of the channel. You guys are what keep the channel going. We're going to be back, inshallah, tonight at 9:30. I have Don coming on. I have Dayo coming on. I'm trying to find a United fan, but they're all missing. They're all missing. We're going to be redirecting to Saad. So I want you guys to go spam his chat with Hussam Raid. Right now, Hussam Raid. In the chat. Copy paste this and spam Hussam Raid inside Football Corner. Peace.